Hey there, everybody. This is Kristen from Teaching Balance, and I am here with you with this week's mindfulness meditation practice. We are in the month focusing on the joy of simple pleasures. We've talked about a variety of ways to look at this idea, one of which, of course, was around food, which is kind of an inevitability when it comes to me. The other one was talking about really just focusing on your sensory inputs, particularly when you're in the outdoors and walking. Then we talked a little bit about just the value of pleasure in and of itself, how supportive it can be in giving ourselves permission to do what feels right in any given moment. And so for this last invitation for this month, when I was thinking about it, one of the things that came up for me when it comes to like simple pleasures is really just the appreciation of beauty. Now, I don't think there's anything that could be more subjective than beauty. We've all heard like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And when I bring this topic up, I'm not talking about, like the beauty industry, like that kind of beauty. I'm talking about beautiful things, beautiful experiences, certainly. But one of the things that I feel very strongly about beauty is it's a big part of my personality. If you follow the enneagram at all, I'm a 4, which is sometimes called the romantic, sometimes called the artist. And seeking beauty and surrounding myself with beauty and appreciating beauty is actually a really, really big part of my sort of hardwiring, part of my personality. And so just sort of wanting to name that and also acknowledging the fact that not everybody is that way. It's not as much of a priority, or my perception of what might be considered a beautiful work of art is perhaps very different than what somebody else's perception would be. And of course, that is completely understandable, and there is no right or wrong when it comes to beauty and appreciating it and enjoying it. All of that being said, I really want to invite you this week, as we close out this month of focusing on simple pleasures, to just reflect on what is beautiful to you. What really does just, the appreciation of beauty can be something that invokes awe, like AWE. I've read a whole book about all, like all the topics that I read weird stuff about. That can be often in natural wonders, of course, and the beauty of natural wonders. But for some reason, for this particular week, I'm finding myself drawn to inviting you to reflect on less about natural wonders, of course, which have so much value and do that also, but more about physical objects. And at this time of year, as we're finishing up July and beginning to get into August and going back to school, we're going to be spending more time indoors, of course, and as the seasons change, that's even often more so. And really allowing yourself to perhaps look around in your home, your workplace, classroom, whatever it might be, and are there things that are present that you would describe as having beauty, that in whatever way evokes a quality of appreciation from you? And it could be artwork, it could be just objects, it could be, a well-designed piece of furniture or a rug, or, it could be any of those things. And if you're not necessarily feeling like you have many things of beauty in your world, in your physical world, perhaps thinking about ways that you might be able to bring more of that in. And of course, you could go over the top and purchase something that's expensive and, luxurious and all of that. But as we all know, that's not even remotely necessary, because sometimes just, a lovely vase that was well made from, Target can give us as much pleasure and satisfaction at looking at it as something that you could have spent 1,000 times more money on. So really, even if you're not necessarily the personality type like me, where it really feeds your soul to be surrounded by beauty and it's something that's a very high priority, if you're in a completely different place, beauty is subjective and what fuels you is subjective. And perhaps for you, beauty comes more from functionality, like a really well, designed, I'm just thinking like pot or coffee maker or, whatever it might be. And allowing yourself to bring in those things, whatever might give you pleasure because of its beauty, because of whatever it evokes for you when it comes to that joy and pleasure. I keep saying pleasure. That's our theme this month. So that's just my invitation to you. And it's something I don't think we've ever really talked about in the Teaching Balance community. And I think it can really have a very profound impact on our state of mind and our quality of feeling grounded and well and okay. So do with that what you will. Whatever feels right to you. Maybe allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, because that's a big part of pleasure, to bring more of that into your life if you feel like it's something that you need a little bit more of. And of course, perhaps getting rid of things that you actively don't like in whatever way that feels right to you as well. Now, we're going to do our 10-minute sit. I feel like I've been talking a lot for the past few weeks, so I would love for this one to be silent. I hope that that's cool with you. Do whatever feels right for you regarding these 10 minutes, wherever you'd like to rest your attention. And otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. And I may chime in before the final bell, but I may not. So let's sit together and enjoy these 10 minutes of silence. Just noticing where the mind is now and bring your attention back for this last bit before our final bell. That's our 10 minutes. So may you have a week filled with beauty in whatever way that seems to resonate the most with you. And as always, thank you so much for taking this time for yourself, and thank you for allowing me to accompany you on this journey. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.